What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. I can't address non-blacks. You know, I did a video recently, and he told me to give him a shout out. Thomas Boykin had made a comment, and I was like, my response wasn't to you personally. I wasn't playing about that. It wasn't to you personally. But I have a lot of videos where, when I'm addressing black people, my people, or our issues, you know, people come to the table like, yeah, we need to get it together. Same kind of way when brothers address women and women address men, people go, yeah, they need to get together. But when you address the opposite sex, why you bringing all that up? It's kind of that kind of model. The reason I said it is because I can't, if I bring up crime, I can only bring up black on black crime without people saying, you know, I can only bring up black on black crime with people agreeing with it. Now, when I bring up crime in a holistic term, from the governmental aspect to the street, that black on black crime, oh, it's an issue. You know, how dare you bring up the government, even though they're bringing drugs in the community? That's just, it has nothing to do with it. Okay, I don't know how it doesn't, but whatever. How come? How dare you bring up police corruption, even though the police are corrupt? You know, that has nothing to do with it. So it doesn't add to the environment. No. How dare you bring up business and how they sabotage the neighborhoods and keep poverty in a perpetual cycle? It has nothing to do with it. Okay. But the only way I can address it is if I address it and say, you know, here's a news article written by white people. Oh man, I didn't realize it was that serious. It was that serious. But I said it was, fuck it. Same thing. I mean, I had done a video about the Nixon, one of the people in the Nixon's cabinet or whatever he was. I forget at the moment, but he addressed, you know, how the war on drugs started and why it started. And you know, then it's like, oh, for real. I did a video about, you know, black business sometimes having to be covert because, you know, people like sabotaging black business owners. And then, you know, but then when people see it, oh my goodness, damn, that's real. Oh my God, like, you know this already. Like, the things are, but I can't address the issues that black people deal with non-black people, because I feel like sometimes non-black people black people, when addressing non-blacks, have a tendency to be like Samuel L. Jackson in Django, just caping. Just caping. We can't never talk about Candyland. I'm like, God damn. Okay, fuck it. But deeper issue than that is, you know, and the crazy part about it is this I should say non-black Americans, because sometimes, you know, I've had other videos addressing foreign blacks, and you know, why you guys always playing the victim? I came from my country, and this, you know, we did a whole lot better than you. And I'm like, you know, we had like, I remember Africans was coming at me about, you know, we had colonialism while y'all were dealing with slavery. I'm like, okay, you telling me stop playing the victim, but then you gonna say you had colonialism. And then, you know, I ask these questions sometimes. I'm like, okay, let me ask you a question. Since I'm playing a victim because of American history, wouldn't that be you playing a victim too because of colonialism? No, but it's different because you have more opportunities than me. Like, okay, well, you realize the whole world is stealing everything from Africa. It's like 1 billion fucking Africans. Like, if it's black on black crime and we are ununited here, it's 1 billion and they're all there, and y'all killing each other too, so that's considered black on black crime. And why y'all not uniting when if y'all did, y'all would be the richest country on the richest continent on the planet. Not country, because when I say country, you know, people say it's 52 countries in Africa, and I'm like, I know this, man. It's just semantics when we're talking. But fine, you know, same thing. You know, with Caribbeans, and I said before, like it's all love no matter where it is. I mean, you black to me. It's whatever. But it's difficult to address people, like, because a lot of these people haven't left their countries. I mean, they have left their countries for this country. When and it's not really explainable. Like, take for example, I think America is the only country where blacks aren't the majority population. And if you ask somebody who is non-black, if black Americans would outnumber the rest of the population, like Africans do in Africa, or like the Caribbean folks do in the Caribbean, you say, who would be running these islands? Who would be running Africa? Would white people be running America if we outnumbered white people like 4-1, 10-1? Wouldn't happen. And when I say that to people, people get nervous, because I'm trying to be honest with them. Like, it's not just about the numbers; it's about the mentality. That's why a lot of times people gravitate to you guys, because they look at y'all as docile and submissive, and y'all will do whatever they say. And when we try to point that out to y'all, you tell us to shut up, and it's like, all right, whatever. But as far as the playing the victim thing goes, it's something else that goes with that. It's the you know, if we were victimized here, which we were victimized here, we continue to be victimized here. I was at the gym this morning, and they had a little thing on Fox News about the Supreme Court talking about jury selection, because that's how a lot of black people then got locked up, because they're not getting a fair jury when the lawyers are actually selecting a jury. And recently, I was in a jury selection a few months back, where, you know, I think I spoke about it in the video. I felt bad for the brother, if he committed a crime or not, because everybody was just giving him the vibe that they wasn't gonna be on his side if we went to court. You know, the white people was. The black people were, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, if you did something, then I'm just going, like, man, damn, man, y'all not even gonna be objective with this guy because y'all see it's a black defendant. Like, that's some bullshit. And but moving forward from that, the victim part, I mean, is when we put this victim mentality to other people, it's an issue. You know, think about it. Like, woman gets raped, we don't say, man, you need to stop playing the victim. If she got raped, oh, she's a victim of that. You know, when we talk about the criminality and drug culture, we don't say to the Hispanic children and families who getting killed and caught up in the crossfire, these drug wars and cartels in Central and South America. Damn, man, the poverty has your kids out here, you know, trying to survive and getting killed, and some of these kids have to get in this drug trade and make money. Oh, it's you know, and they're killing people because of this situation. But, you know, they need to stop playing the victim. You know, they don't call it Mexico rack like they call it Chirac. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. You know, same thing with Africa, when they had like the civil wars and the child soldiers and all the things that go on there. That's just messed up. People don't say, you know, with the war in Sudan, oh, people need to stop playing the victim. Like, really? You know, people don't say that shit. It was the Civil War. Where was that? At Liberia. People didn't say people got killed. Y'all need to stop playing the victim. That's just bullshit. The people in South Africa who had to deal with apartheid. People, you know, man, y'all been dealing with apartheid for all these years and it's all fucked up. But y'all need to stop playing the victim. Like, nobody says this stuff. But it's hard to address it, because at the end of the day, when we talk about black Americans, I believe people have a higher standard of just an unrealistically high standard. Like, people can't be poor. Black people can't be poor in America, even though people come from other countries and have all these opportunities, and they still wind up poor. They still wind up dealing with racism. They still wind up getting jammed up in this country. You know, but those are the stories. Those are not the stories people want to talk about. They put out the talented 10 success stories of, yeah, see, my people made it. I see them made it, but I see your other family members too when I'm out here. I see all of them ain't making it like that. But fine, whatever. So I mean, it's really hard to address non-blacks because I think too many times we're caping for non-blacks for really no reasons, because a lot of times I'm speaking the truth and these are facts and you can look them up yourself, and everybody just and ultimately I think it's a fear of addressing non-black people. It's a misplaced hatred. You can only address the black ones. The non-black ones, shh, shh. No, boss, you can't do that, boss. That type of mentality. But I digress. I'm out, man.